Hey guys, I got a Blu-ray DVD update for you, but also I'm going to be talking a little bit about Boardwalk Empire and The Walking Dead after I go through the Blu-ray DVD update. Also, as you can tell, new surroundings. This is my new kind of setup for my movie library. I did a separate video. I'll put a link down that a link for that down below if you want to check that out. But first of all, let me get through some of these Blu-rays that I've picked up since I last did an update. Some of these are actually Black Friday deals that I got, but I did swing by once the mad rush was over and found a few scraps here and there. The first three here from Walmart, and these were $4 Blu-rays. The Hangover, which I didn't own. Two of the Harry Potter movies to help fill out my collection. Chamber of Secrets, which this is the version that comes with a DVD as well and a digital copy. And Sorcerer Stone, which I didn't own. I think the only one I have yet to get is Goblet of Fire, which is a good one. I'm surprised I don't own that one. So those are from Walmart. The next couple, I believe, were from Target. Again, I think $4 movies. Field of Dreams, which I didn't own in any format. And Dumb and Dumber, which is an upgrade from DVD, the, again, unrated version. And then there was a Best Buy deal that week of Black Friday, which I took advantage of to get the first season of Justified. Great TV show if you haven't checked it out. I'm trying to remember how much it was. It was a really good price, like $10 or $12, somewhere in there. So picked that up. And this next Blu-ray is something I picked up from GoHastings.com. If you've seen any of my Blu-ray updates, you know that I've recently found a few good deals when some coupon codes pop up, and sometimes free shipping, things like that. And this is a movie I had first seen on Netflix Instant Watch that I liked a lot, Red Hill, which is kind of a modern western. It's in Australia, I think. I think originally I thought it was New Zealand, but I believe it's actually Australia. My apologies to any Australians and New Zealanders for my ignorance and getting the accents mixed up. But a really good movie. If you've never seen it, check it out. It may still be on Netflix Instant Watch, but I thought it was a pretty solid kind of a noir western kind of deal. This next pickup, no money whatsoever. Lost the first season on Blu-ray. Now, I got this through the Disney Rewards program. If you're not familiar with the Disney Rewards program, you might want to get familiar with it. Depending, of course, if you buy Disney movies already, which I do. And whenever you buy a lot of the Disney movies, they come with a code that you put in at the Disney Rewards website, and you gain points, collect points, and then you can cash those points in for different things. And this has recently showed up. I think the first 4 seasons of Lost are on there, and I had enough points to get Lost the first season, and still had some points left over, so I was really happy with that. And then this last pickup is a DVD from the dollar store. It's one of these. Every now and then I'll do a blind buy, and I know nothing about this movie, but it sounded interesting. It's a French sci-fi movie, which the description sounded kind of interesting, called Chrysalis. My intention is not to look up anything, not to read reviews, and then just watch it and see what happens. A lot of times you get some nice surprises, but you also get some disappointment. So I'm not. But for $1, I'm not going in with any high expectations. So we'll see how it pans out. And if it doesn't pan out, it'll just be a trade-in value for either the Best Buy Trade and Save or Movie Stop or something like that. I did notice. I thought it was a brand new movie when I bought it, but when I got it home, I saw. I don't know if you can see it. I don't have the auto focus on, so I won't be able to put it up. But there's a sticker on the back that says previously enjoyed. That's a lame way of saying it's a used movie, just repackaged. So that's a little disappointing, but anyway. Alright, I want to talk a little bit about the finales, especially of Boardwalk Empire, and the third season, and Walking Dead, the third season, mid-season finale. And before I continue, let me just say there will be spoilers when I start talking specifically about the finales of both Walking Dead and Boardwalk Empire. So if you haven't seen them and you want to see them, I would say you could stop watching this video right now. But for those of you who have seen it, obviously, continue on. Like I was saying, with The Walking Dead, the first 2 seasons to me were a mixed experience. I was really frustrated with the characters, their relationships. A lot of them just weren't interesting to me. But the saving grace were the moments with the zombie attacks, because they were usually done in a violent, a lot of times creative way. Again, what frustrated me was in particular the love triangle with Rick, his wife, and I forget his name, the guy who does, in my opinion, a really poor acting job. Shane. Didn't care about them at all. It started getting good and definitely intrigued me enough to continue on to the third season. Third season, that's the show I've been waiting for. Third season knocks it out of the park to me. It's exciting, interesting. People seem to be acting more logically, considering the circumstances that they're in. It's not perfect. There's some flaws here and there. Particularly when people get wounded in this show, like major problems, the next episode they're up and seem to be fine. But anyway, I'm willing to overlook that stuff if the show is moving at a good pace and exciting, interesting things are happening. And third season, great. The finale, which I just caught up on, fantastic way to end it. It's this great showdown, basically, of the two camps. Rick's group that have holed up in the prison, and then this, what seems to be a utopia in this apocalyptic world, Woodbury, I think is the name of it, headed up by the governor. So you're kind of waiting for those two camps to meet up, and it all leads up to that in a very interesting way. And the characters are, the introduction of the governor and Woodbury in general, very interesting. And at first I was afraid he might just be like a mustache twirling villain, but they have the stuff that shows his background a little bit, or at least his rationale for what he's doing. Even though you disagree with it, you see his point of view. And that's important in fleshing out a villain like that, so they're not just a cardboard villain. His daughter. He's got his daughter who is a zombie. He keeps her locked up, chained up, but is trying to treat her like she's still his daughter, brushes her hair, plays her favorite lullabies, things like that. And through some of the experiments they're doing there, Woodbury, with some of the zombies, you realize he's trying to find a way to cure these zombies or find their humanity again in some way. See if basically his daughter is still in there somewhere. And of course, leading up to Merle reuniting with Daryl, that comes to a head in the finale in an interesting way because of things Merle has done throughout the series, such as telling the governor that he killed Michonne when in fact he hadn't. You could see the logical conclusion that the governor would think Merle betrayed them. So it ends basically with him pitting Merle against Daryl. The weakness of the third season, to me, was the thing I was looking most forward to, and that's Michonne. I think that's her character's name. And she is cool. She does some cool stuff, but we still know so little about her. We don't know what's motivating her actions. Don't know why she's suspicious of the governor in Woodbury to begin with. We don't know why it's so important for her to have this showdown with the governor, where she waits him out. She seems determined to kill him in particular. That said, when she and the governor meet up and have that fight, it's fantastic. The fight in the room with the heads in the fish tanks, they get smashed, and zombie heads are rolling around, snapping their teeth while they're rolling around fighting. I'm glad I stuck with it, and let me know what you guys think of The Walking Dead down below. For me, it took a while to get there, but third season, I'm in. Boardwalk Empire. Another show that isn't perfect to me, but the strengths outweigh the weaknesses overall. Season 3, I'm back to kind of the season 1 mentality of it's a mixed bag. Some things I like, some things I don't like. Feels like there was a lot of filler throughout the season, especially with Margaret, the whole stuff with the health classes for women, stuff like that. It just felt like it was shoehorned in just to have something for her to do. But on the plus side, we have everything that happens with Richard. I feel like really pays off at the end. He's got this idea of being part of a family and a perfect family. And his relationship with little Jimmy. Is that his name? Jimmy? Little Jimmy? I don't know. The kid. Jimmy's kid. You see that enough so you know he has a real connection and that the kid loves Richard as well. Richard's relationship with the girl that he meets. You can see how that could come together. And then when that's threatened by Jip's men taking over the brothel, and this kid's now surrounded by these violent gangsters, and of course Gretchen Mall's character, whose name I can never remember, Richard can tell she's not going to be the kind of mother that the kid's going to need. So his decision to rescue little Jimmy it really pays off, I thought. I thought that scene was really cool, especially when there's the showdown where gangsters got a gun on the kid, and it's the infamous hostage showdown, and what does the person who's trying to save the day, what do they do? Now, if you're Richard and you're such a good shot, he's got his plan, and the moment he says, "Tommy, close your eyes," you know what's going to happen. But it happens so instantaneous that it really pays off really well. I kind of like the fact that Jip is offed by his right-hand man, because we saw him just enough throughout the season that we knew who he was. We knew that he probably didn't mind too much doing it, because remember, Jip pretty much killed this guy's cousin. I think it was his cousin. I wasn't always able to follow everything that was happening with Messeria and Rothstein and all those deals and relationships, the heroin deals and how that was going on. But I felt like I knew enough that I could tell what was happening overall. Distillery that Nucky got from James Cromwell's character. The fact that he had the foresight to see that could be used as a bargaining chip with Rothstein, and then to basically sell out Rothstein by having the government come in and take the place. And so we'll see how that relationship ends or proceeds in season 4. Now, I'm not well versed in my history of gangsters, so if you know how some things unfold, don't mention that down below in the comments. No spoilers, in other words, based on history. So anyway, those are my thoughts on, as scattered as they are, on Walking Dead and Boardwalk Empire. Let me know what you thought about those shows down below, and thanks for watching.